What's up, guys? So, a little bit of Chris Voss here, a little bit of something that I just picked up for sales. So, um, Chris Voss teaches that in like a lot of people don't want to say yes, but they will answer a question where the answer is no. So, um, it could be, do you feel like this could work for you? I don't know, maybe. Is there anything that we went over that makes you feel like this wouldn't work for you? No. Or yes, this. And now you're addressing the problem. As opposed to like trying to get a yes and you're like, Um you want to lean on the negatives. Like you can start with the positives, but lean on the negatives. Um when people aren't giving you, when people aren't answering questions or going through the process with you because it's just it's just a comfort thing and you do have to use like every tool you have. Um in just like everyday interaction and conversation. Like sales is conversational skill. It's not just like an isolated situation. It's every conversation you're ever going to have. And so I think a lot of people view sales like oh they like this person blah like who you are off the call. That's who like it's you're the same person. You're congruent, right? Like I think that'll make a big difference for a lot of people. Just being yourself, but the best version of yourself, where you can actually lead somebody. Because a sale, like something like sales, or and again, sales is everything. So like if you're talking to somebody, right? If you're having a conversation with another human being, right, and they believe something, a point of view that does them harm, you having them understand that that's not true, right? And what's good for them is true, right? If they think that, maybe a certain race is bad, right? You having them understand that it's not the race, it's individual people, and seeing a new perspective, right? That's as much a sale as anything. So coming from that place and that point of view, like it's less about like an isolated call or a moment where you want to be this crazy thing, and it's more understanding how people work, how communication works, how personal development works, because when you're doing personal development, that goes into your sales. Personal development, person developing. When people want something different in their life, they want to develop as a person, right? There's nothing that Elon Musk has done, who's $300 billion, that you can. They're all people, right? So if you understand that we all have like the same skeleton, we're the same model. Now it's like, what are the things that they're doing differently that allow them to achieve that outcome? How do they ask questions? How do they communicate? How do they have what they have? How do they handle the stress? What's behind that, right? Once you understand that we're all the same and it's personal development, it becomes less about like an isolated call. It becomes more about like every interaction that you're ever gonna have. So, um, guys, like sales is so fascinating. Like if you're not in sales and like you don't have a thriving business, I recommend to get in just because you're going to learn the skill of really communicating with people, understanding people. The only way to get better is to understand people, understand emotions, understand when somebody's feeling down, feeling up, when they're being confrontative, why they're being confrontative, how to diffuse situations. Um, like it applies to every situation because anything and everything is just people. You buy the car, right? Because you want to like for the people, right? You want people to see it, or you want to enjoy it with people, or you want to have the experience. You want to enjoy it with yourself, a person. It's all people. Everything's people, at all times. Outside of people, right? How we got here? Not gonna get into that. But the fact is, like, all life is people. So if you understand people at a very deep level, you can thrive in business, right? You understand yourself. You know how to motivate and drive yourself, how to get yourself out of ruts, how to get yourself going, how to get yourself seeing things from a different perspective. You can do that with other people. You can do that in any situation, whether it's a call, whether it's a call with a friend, whether it's doing a business transaction for, $1,000 bucks, whether you're doing a giant transaction, right? Multi faceted six-stage transaction for millions of dollars. Like it's all about people understanding their perspective and their point of view and navigating the situation based on the outcome that you have in mind. So, ideally, the people that are watching my videos have a, you're coming from a good place, but like, just I try to go from like working a job and never having had a lot of responsibilities into business, and I failed. And by failed, I mean tried for years and years and years with no real progress. And so sales is like the only way to get better at sales is personal development, but you're a little bit safer. So it's a really good kind of controlled environment for you to develop. If you want to get into business, get into having a place where you are financially free. So that's my perspective, guys. Hope it helps. Hope you are enjoying the journey, and don't forget, we're all gonna die. Have a good day.